In today's video, I will be explaining molecular and empirical formula. In case you are writing next year's exam, please stay tuned to what I'm going to tell you in this video because it's going to help you and it's going to help you. When I say that, I'm serious. Now, before I solve this example question, I would want to throw more light in this aspect for us to understand it so that we are not going to cram it because there is no cramming in my class. Now, what is molecular formula? Molecular formula in particularly is the actual number of each kind of atom in one molecule of that substance. When I say that, what do I mean? Example, C6, H12, and O6. This is a correct molecular formula. Another one is H2O. This is a correct molecular formula. Another one is the like of C6H6. So they are going to tell us to find all these things. So this is a correct molecular formula. Another one is C2H4 and O2. This is a correct molecular formula. But when they ask us to find empirical formula, what are they expecting us to find? They are expecting us to find something like this, CH2NO. This is a correct empirical formula. They are expecting us to find something like this, H2O. When they ask us to find all these things, you can see the difference. Another thing you have to notice that molecular formula comes with the actual number of atoms, while empirical formula comes with the simplest ratio of an atom. Do you understand? Please note this. Another one is that, which is very important, you can solve molecular formula using empirical formula. Do you understand? And you can solve empirical formula using molecular formula. But this is very important that you should note. When you are solving like molecular to get empirical, when you are solving that, it's going to take much time. And if you don't know the concept very well, you are likely going to fail it. That is why I want to introduce this simplest method of solving them so that we can solve them at ease, because we don't have time in our exam. I searched this online, I didn't see it. That's why I want to introduce it to my student. So when you see this kind of question, let's read together. An organic compound contains 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen, and 53.3% oxygen by mass. If the molecular mass is 180 grams per mole, find the molecular formula. Wow. It's very, very simple. The first thing you have to do is to outline the number or the elements they give, but it's not relevant. So the next thing you are going to do is that you are going to look for the percentage of all these numbers they gave us if you want to solve molecular formula without using empirical formula. So solving them different, you're going to look the percentage. How are you going to find percentage? You write 40 percentage 100 will give you what? 0.4. You understand? Please let me shift it. 40 divided by 100 will give us 0.4. Another one is 6.7 divided by 100 will give us 0.067. Another one is 53.3 divided by 100 will give us 0.533. So when you get all this, the next thing you are going to do is that you are going to multiply all these your answers with this molecular number or this molecular mass. Do you understand? You're going to multiply it. How are you going to multiply that? 0.4 multiplied by 180 will give us what? Will give us 72 grams. Do you understand? 0.067 multiplied by 180 will give us what? It will give us 12.06 grams. Please, I'm doing this course. I've mastered this aspect. It's very simple. It's not going to take me 40 seconds to solve it. So 0.533 multiplied by 180 will give us 95. 12.94. So after this, what are you going to do? After this, the next thing you are going to do is that you have to use the atomic mass to divide. Do you understand? You have to use their atomic mass to divide. So this is where you have to be careful and know the atomic mass of carbon. The atomic number of carbon is 6. The atomic mass is multiplied by, that will give us 12, because 6 will give us 12. So what we are going to do is that 72 divided by 12 will give us what? It will give us 6. Do you understand? So 12.06 divided by 1, which is what? Hydrogen, will give us what? Will give us 12.06. Do you understand? The last one is 95.94. 95.94 divided by 16, which is the oxygen. I'm checking from this place. I'm taking my answers from this place. Do you understand? So will give us 5.996. Do you understand? So this is carbon, this is hydrogen, and this is 95 divided by, divide by 16 will give us 5.996. Let's try that. Let me know whether I'm correct. 95.94 divided by 16. Yeah, it's 5.996. I am correct. Now, the next thing you are going to do, which is very simple, is that because you have gotten your answer, bring down the elements they gave, which is C, H, and what? And O. So bring it down. C, which is 72, because C is 72. Do you understand? Carbon, which is 40. C is 72, right? C is said to be what? 6. And hydrogen, which is 6.7, hydrogen, is said to be what? 12.06. But what you are going to do in this scenario is that you are going to remove this number. Do you understand? When you remove it, you just put 12. Another one is oxygen, which is 16. Do you understand? So what you are going to do is to approximate. Do you get? If you approximate now into this, it will be 6. It will now be 6. Have you seen it? It's very simple. It has been simplified. Do you understand? So your answer now is C6H12 and O6. If you check the options, C5H11, O7 is out. C12H12O12 is correctly wrong. C6H6O12 is correctly wrong. Do you understand? So C6H12 and O6, that is the right one. You take it. Do you understand? Please master this method. It's going to help you. Do you understand? Now, I'm going to give you your own practice question for you to solve, and make sure you submit it on my comment section. It's very, very important, and I'm going to check it. Now, the question says, a compound contains 49.3% carbon, 6.8% hydrogen, and 43.9% oxygen by mass. If the molecular mass of the compound is 176 grams per mole, determine the molecular formula of that compound. I'm going to paste it somewhere here so that even if you don't get this thing that I just said now, you can simply get the numbers and use it and solve it. Please submit it under my comment section. I'm going to investigate it. I know who that got it wrong. Now, I will be working us on empirical formula for us to get empirical formula. All right. You have seen it now that it's very simple. Okay, let's deal on empirical formula so that you are going to see the difference between them and solve them differently. That's the one that gives me joy. All right, let's read the question now. An organic compound on analysis yields 2.0 gram carbon. This is carbon, my brother. Now, 0.34 gram hydrogen. This is hydrogen. And 2.73 gram oxygen. Now, calculate the empirical formula, what are you going to do? It's very simple. What you're going to do is that you are going to give the elements they give. You see, I didn't put option on this. I don't want to put options. Do you understand? You're going to outline their elements. Number one is to be C. Okay, the first thing is to be C, H, and O. When you do this, what's the next thing that you should do? The next thing that you should do is that it should be noted that you have to divide this. Do you understand? You have to divide it with their atomic mass. What do I mean? You have to divide it with the atomic mass before dividing with the simplest answer or the smallest answer. So what do I mean by that? 2.04, this is carbon, and the atomic mass of carbon is 12. The atomic number is 6. Yeah, 6 times 2 will give you 12. That is the atomic mass of carbon. For hydrogen and oxygen, we are going there. So the first thing is that for carbon, 2.04, 2.04, right? Divide by 12. Let's calculate that. 2.04 divided by 12 will give us what? Will give us 0.17. The next thing you are going to do is 0.34, which is hydrogen. 0.34 divide by what? Divide by 1. That is hydrogen. Will give us what? There is no need to press, right? 0.34. The next thing you are going to do is that you have to do for oxygen also, which is 2.73 divide by 16. Let's calculate that, but I think it's 0.17. 2.73 divided by 16. Yeah, is 0.17. When you do this, what is the next thing you have to do? The next thing is to divide with the smallest number. Look at them. This is smallest and this is smallest. So they are the smallest number we have. So what we are going to do is this man divide this will give us 1. This man divide this will give us 1. We only have this, right? So this man divide this will give us equals to 2. But let's press that first. 0.34 divided by 0.17 will give us 2. It will give us 2. And this is the 2, right? So what you are going to do, guys, it's very simple, is this one is 1, right? This is the one, and this one is 1. But this hydrogen is 2. It should be noted that you cannot use 1 in element. You can't put C1, you can't put C1, H2O1. Do you see this kind of compound? You can't see it, so you can't put them. So what you are going to do is that you are going to remove all this 1. So the answer automatically turns to CH2 and O. Very simple. Very simple. The reason why I don't want to put all those stuffs is that I don't want something that will make you to, last long solving all these simple questions. So please stick or take note about all these things that I'm telling you concerning all this, the simplest way of solving it. It's going to help you. It's very simple. Now, I have practice question for you. Please solve my practice question. Oh, you are owing me. So I have practice question for you. Okay. Wait patiently. Okay. Your practice question says, a compound contains 52.2% carbon, 13.0% hydrogen, and 34.8% oxygen by mass. Find the empirical formula of that compound. The options will be there. Do you understand? So please kindly subscribe to my channel, because I will be uploading different kinds of video that will help students navigate from their exams or help them pass their exams smoothly, more especially JAMB. JAMB is one kind of exam that okay, I'm not telling you my stories now. I will tell you my stories later. So kudos and give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much.